There we go. Hello, folks. Live on Twitch. We're James with the Games. It is a real hot day here in my neck of the woods. And of course, probably in many places around the world as, our planet's climate slowly bakes us all to death. So there we go. We're diving in for my second go at Ultima V Warriors of Destiny. Now, I took the liberty between Session 1 and today. Excuse me one moment as I launch the game. I took the liberty of diving back in and figuring out how the slightly different equipment system works in this particular version of Ultima, so that you don't have to watch me figure out how to equip one of my allies with a sling. Another big upgrade from last time. Let me turn down the desktop audio a little there. Some of the audio in this game, the audio has been much better than in Ultima IV so far. I played Ultima IV on mute because I couldn't handle any of the sounds. This, so far, has been much better, and I've played with volume on, except that in this exact one case, at the very title screen, you get hideous noises as the title comes to display. Odd choice, but PCs at the time, you didn't have a ton of great audio options. So let's dive back in. I'll catch you up on the story so far. In Ultimas 1 through 3, which I have never played, or I've played a tiny little bit, but have no great experience with. In those Ultimas, I have to avoid the guard if I can help it. He's coming right for me. That guard will demand a tribute to Lord Blackthorn. And I do not want to give more of my gold to a dictator right now. I don't have that much gold. I want to go somewhere and buy food, so I'm going to head up to Britain and see how that goes. Now, in Ultima 1 through 3, 3 times the land of Caesarea was plagued by some evil wizard, and then a person from another dimension, the Stranger, that being the player of the game, showed up, saved the day. What's this? The sign of a provisioner. That's what I'm looking for. I want to get some food. Hello, sir. Jolly good afternoon, mate. Welcome to the Cat's Lair. I'm Dr. Cat. Didn't do this voice for Dr. Cat last time, but I guess this is what Dr. Cat talks like now. Canst I get anything for thee? Yes. Oops. Yes. What'll it be? A leg of rations, please. 25 rations for 29 gold coins. Alright. Yeah, 1 pack, please. Nothing else. Now, all 3 times, the stand-in for the player character, an extra-dimensional traveler called the Stranger, showed up in Caesarea and defeated those enemies. And when the Stranger defeated Exodus, the villain of Ultima 3, it brought an end to the Age of Darkness in Caesarea. And in fact, a wise leader, Lord British, spieth trolls under the bridge. But in this game, apparently we can sneak across the bridge and not have to fight the trolls. So that's cool. Far fewer random encounters in this game, which I'm very much in favor of. And the battle system, when you do get into a fight, is a little bit tighter, which I'm also wildly in favor of. Now, the Age of Enlightenment began. And when the Stranger returned, he discovered that noble Lord British had founded the Kingdom of Britannia, where Caesarea once stood. So Caesarea is Britain now. It was a time of great peace, and so, why am I in Britain? I was looking for food, and I bought food in Pause. I don't need food here. So, when the Stranger came back, Lord British said, you know what? Let's put a pin in all this business about killing an evil wizard, because we don't have an evil wizard right now. Instead, now that it's peace, let's give the people something they can look up to. Let's have an avatar. A person who heroically embodies all of the virtues. That's just a sign for a cemetery. Person who embodies all the virtues. And so, in Ultima IV, your quest, rather than slaying, hoping to find an inn for the night here, but I think probably at this point it's too late at night and the inn won't even have me. That's been what I've found so far. It's odd. Ooh, a shipwright, I gather. Look at the sign. A shipwright. Okay. In Ultima 4, you can only get a ship by standing by the shore and waiting for pirates to attack you, which can get pretty tedious at times. Sometimes I got a ship super early in the game, really easily when I played Ultima 4, and I got spoiled. So then when I died in a dungeon on an island, couldn't get back to the ship because you get teleported back to Britain when you die. It took a long time to get a second ship. A lot of standing by the shore and pressing the pass key to let the rest of the game take an action. Okay, I'm going to hole up in camp here for 9 hours. We are going to set a watch because Shimino's in great shape. So you're staying up all night, Shimino. Standing guard. Look at him go. He is vigorously standing watch. Yeah, safe as hell. Thanks, Shimino. Iolo is healed now. We're in pretty good shape. And I think what I'm going to do, because, well, the sun's coming up. So I'm going to dig around for a moment. Head into, was it East Brittany where I saw the shipwright? I want to find out what the price of a ship is. I doubt I can afford one with my tiny amount of start of the game gold, but it couldn't hurt. Who's this? A merchant says, come see me at my shop when it's open. Okay. Yeah, so in Ultima 4, your goal is to be a good person and explore some dungeons, because it's still an RPG. But mostly what you got to do is be compassionate, you got to be sacrificing, there's 8 virtues. I won't sound them all off for you right now. When you complete that, hooray! Now everything's really great, because everyone in Britain has someone to look up to, because the people in the Britannia of Ultima 4 love virtue. Like every single one of them. Not every one of them, but most of the NPCs in that game just want to talk to you about one particular virtue. So then when they have a guy who's all the virtues, they're like, whew, yeah, this is the way to live. And then you leave back to your own dimension. And then, as we saw in that sort of cutscene on the title screen, The Summoning, the Avatar gets summoned back by Iolo and Shimino, 2 of his companions, because something is bad now in Britain, in Britannia. Sorry, Britain is one city in the country or kingdom of Britannia. So it came back, and it seems that Lord British is missing. He's gone into hiding because the kingdom has been taken over by this Lord Blackthorn. And Lord Blackthorn's thing is ruthlessly enforcing the virtues. Next time I get to a city, I'm going to try to find the city of Minnock. You'll see that each of the cities has a sign at the town limits that specifies one of Lord Blackthorn's laws of virtue, and they're all very draconian, suffice to say. And this Lord Blackthorn has 3 Shadow Lords. So you look at the box art up there, you can see what the Shadow Lords look like. They're dark-robed figures. They oppose the 3 principles of virtue. So the principles are love, courage, and truth. And so we have the Shadow Lord of hate, and the Shadow Lord of cowardice, and the Shadow Lord of falsehood. So they're all around. Now and then they show up in the cities when you arrive, and it'll say, like, you feel an air of hatred. When you feel that, that's bad news. Because if the Shadow Lord sees you in the city, the Shadow Lord attacks you, and you can't beat him. And he just kills you. Party wipe. I got my first party wipe that way. But it turned out actually there was no gold penalty for dying. So it actually worked out in my favor. Because, okay, this is just the edge of the land. See the little blue there? I don't want to go in the poison swamp and get poisoned. Ooh, that's actually something I need to do. I need to find a place with an apothecary so that I can pick up some reagents for spells. In this game, you need to mix. Even magic users don't have innate magic. You need to generate the magic by mixing up potions. Oh, night is falling again. Yikes. I don't know if the characters get fatigued in Ultima 5. So I've ignited a torch to get a little bit more light on the map here, but it's not a ton. This is not great navigating weather. So, Alright. A sea serpent. I've not fought a sea serpent yet in this game. So what I'm hoping is It's not too tough. And a not great thing about this game so far, while the graphics are much better than in Ultima V, they collapsed the total set of classes. In Ultima IV, there are 8 classes, one for each of the virtues. And in this, while they still call people, like Julia in my party is still referred to as a tinker in the dialogue, in the actual documentation, she's just called a bard. There are only 3. There's only fighter, bard, mage. And fighter encompasses basically anyone who is battle focused and does not do any magic. And bard encompasses anyone in the middle. And it's weird because then, as you can see, each class has one graphic. There's a graphic for the avatar and then a graphic for each other class, which puts us in this situation where, except by looking at who is fighting right now, I don't have a clue who's fighting. Okay, so I gave Toshi a sling because Toshi is the weakest character in the team, and my hope was that I have ammunition for the sling. I actually have no idea if I do, but I wanted a ranged weapon for Toshi. Okay, that is helpful to know. In Ultima IV, there's no friendly fire. You can just shoot past your friends. But Toshi just hit Elo, so Toshi needs to move up, and I will get him on the path. Meanwhile, Elo will do the fight. Oh god, Elo is almost dead. That's bad. Fortunately, okay, I am going to okay, while it's Toshi's turn, I did the very wise thing of actually getting the manuals that just came with the game open over here so I can find out what the friggin' spells are called. Spells. What's the heal spell? The heal spell is called Mani. Now let's hope that Toshi can cast it. Cast Mani on Elo. Boom. 15 health back. Okay. Elo's in it to win it again. Ooh, the avatar is also messed up. This sea serpent is probably a little bit beyond my abilities right now. But what am I going to do? Well, I could flee. But I'm going to fight it out and just hope for the best. Graze the sea serpent. Elo's dual wielding, so he gets 2 attacks here. Barely wounded. Yikes. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of that. Elo's dead. Alright. We're not off to a great start, team. Do I want to keep trying this? Is it worth it to keep trying? You know what? Here I am. Why not? Shimino is already almost dead. Can Julia cast Mani on Shimino? Alright. Anyways, mental note for the future. We should not be fighting sea serpents right now. In fact, no, we're fleeing. We're fleeing. Sometimes heroes just gotta flee. Battle is lost. That's a shame. Hopefully it's not as bad. If you flee a battle in Ultima IV, you actually lose valor points since your goal is to demonstrate the virtues. I don't think that's going to happen to me here. We should hole up in camp. Julia can watch. Julia can stand watch. She's got the health. Yes. So whoever watches, presumably that stops you from getting attacked, which is great. But then that one person doesn't get any healing. Sun is going to be up. An apparition. It's Lord British. Is he gonna... Thou showest well the wisdom of an avatar, but not yet hast thou achieved the potential. Stay on the path, and thy soul shall flourish. Okay, so we don't know where Lord British's physical form is, but we can now confirm that he's also just here in the ether. He's a spirit who will show up and help us. The strangely familiar old man vanishes. Strangely familiar. Okay, I'm inferring that that's Lord British, but who knows? Maybe it could be Hawkwind the Seer, I guess. But I'm inclined. A viewer in the first session who is familiar with the game did tell me that you meet Lord British sometimes just out in the world. So my suspicion is that's what happened. Well, ELO's dead. That's bad. It's rough going. And I forgot to go to the shipwright and ask what a ship costs. So we're going back to Britain either way because I don't even know what it costs at a healer to resurrect someone. Seems like a fair bet would be most of my money at this point. But I don't know. The economy in this game seems like it's going to be a lot different from the Ultima economy. Ultima IV. Okay, these Ettins are probably not monsters that I want to be fighting at my level. And yet, how would we know if we didn't try? Right? Right, team? Okay, I only took 8 damage from that shot from the Ettin. But yeah, Ettins can throw rocks. Ettin barely wounded. I'll take it. I'll take a barely wound. If I can hurt these things, that's great. Julia keeps coming forward. You can attack diagonally in Ultima V, which is good innovation. Heavily wounded. Good work, Shimino. Julia enters the melee. That Ettin is on the run now. Of course, if you don't kill the Ettin while it's on the run, you don't get anything from it. At least, I don't think you do, because in this game, unlike... Oh, this Ettin stopped running. Ah, but then I missed it. In Ultima IV, treasure chests only ever contain gold. Oh, come on, Tashi. Only ever contain gold, and they're just dropped at the end of the battle. So, if you kill one of the enemies and the rest of them flee, you get some gold. It's not the case here. Ha! This Ettin thought he was getting away. He does not know that the Avatar has learned to attack diagonally. So yeah, as you can see, it's a pretty simple tactical battle system here in Ultima V. Julia seems to have missed the one she was aiming at, but hit the one next to the one she was aiming at. So hey, I'll take it. Yeah, Tashi can keep... Okay, that's good. You go for this one, Shimino. Julia... Ah, daggers are ranged weapons. Throwing daggers. Do I lose the dagger if I throw it? Eh, it's only one way to find out. Boom! Another dead Ettin. Oh dear. Julia's in trouble. Ettin interferes. Can't cast a spell while the Ettin's there. Yeah, there's more going on in this battle system than in Ultima IV. We're flying blind when I can, which is not always. It certainly wasn't the case with Ultima IV. But when I can, I like to try to figure games out with as little outside help as possible. In Ultima IV, I need a lot of outside help because I have bounced off the Ultima series many times. Maybe not many times, but every time I tried, and even since I was a kid, I've had the sense that I would like to be a person who's into Ultima. And recently, I picked all these games up on GOG.com. And I started with the 4th one because it sounded interesting, and now here I am in the 5th one, hoping, because it's fairly similar in its setup to like the way you play, and even the window looks the same. The graphics are much better. The sound is much... Lots of things are better in the the technical aspects of the game, but it's otherwise very similar to the previous game. So I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to figure this out. Man, okay, there's a critical on the Ettin. Come on, let's take him down. Finally, victory. Now here's the thing: the youth today would be shocked, I think, to see you win the fight, and now not only do I have to open each treasure chest that an enemy dropped individually using the one move at a time, taking turns, tactical battle system, but then when the treasure's open, it creates a pile of treasure. For example, some torches, a gem, a ring of keys, a scroll, a potion, a sack of gold, a weapon. And then, one at a time, you must do the get action to pick all these things up. We got some flaming oil. Got a dagger. Got a gem. Okay, so gems allow you to... Oh my goodness. Well, this was a fruitful battle. Can't get diagonally. so much stuff to pick up. Like, come on. I know, like, sort of realism to a degree was a thing that, especially in 80s PC RPGs, they really wanted to get. They wanted to achieve that feel. Whoa, Shimino barely survived that fight. I did not notice he was so roughed up. Let's have... I don't know how many Mani mixtures I have left, but I had one, at least. Well, team, let's go, and let's hope that we can make it somewhere. Oh, we're back in Britain. I took a different route. I thought that I was circling around to get back to Britain, but we're here. Okay, where's the healer? I think it was in West Brittany. These villages are called Brittany, as opposed to Britain. Is this where I saw the healer? Provision. Okay. Yes. I dost wish to leave. Okay. Is it East Brittany? East Brittany is the shipwright. And the healer? This is the healer, right? I dost see the sign of a healer. Healer's not working today. Are you back here, healer? I bid thee welcome in our sanctum, wanderer. I am Milan. Dost thou need the help of the healer's sanctum this fair evening? Yes. With the powers to cure, heal, or resurrect. I need resurrection. Who needs my aid? Well, there's 4 of us who aren't dead, dude, and our 1 corpse that we're dragging around. So maybe you can work on him. 237 gold. Well, good thing I killed those Ettins. Yes, I'll pay. No. There's nothing else you can do for me right now, sir. My goodness. Well, I learned a very important lesson about going toe-to-toe with a sea serpent at the level that I'm at. I should look at... What are my experience levels here? 189, 182, 172, 67, 144. Okay, so if this is like Ultima 4, I'll get to level 3 at 200, so lots of us, everyone but Tashi, who is a new character. Shimino, the ranger, Ilo, the bard, and Julia, the tinker, are all established cast members. Companions of the Avatar from back in good old Ultima 4. Whereas the others, Tashi, the only other, is new. I don't know if Tashi will now be a recurring character. Is Tashi, I think Tashi is male. Does it say? Yes. Yeah, it's the little male symbol. So this young man, he joined us. I don't know why. So the thing about Ultima, if you're not familiar with the series, is going right back to Ultima 1. These are open world games. You know, open world is kind of, sometimes you might associate open world RPGs with being a much newer phenomenon. You know, the Elder Scrolls games being progenitors, maybe. I could see something about that, but actually Ultima is open world going right back to 1980. And they're not big on, like, this game has given me a lot more to go on already than Ultima 4 did. Ultima 4, the first thing you need to do is go to Lord British's castle so that Lord British can give you your quest. But depending on your answers to a random series of questions that you get asked early in the game. Let's hole up in camp, gang, for 9 hours. Yeah, we'll set a watch. ELO, the fool who got himself killed, will stay awake. Yeah, you need to go to Lord British's castle at the start of Ultima 4. But at the very start of Ultima 4, party arrested, an apparition. This is great. So when dear Lord British shows up, he heals us all. Again, that could be Hawkwind the Seer, but that guy looks like he's got a royal robe and a crown on. So, who knows? Still trying to see if I can find Minnock. You know what? I have the map over here. I'm going to glance at the map for a minute. Okay. I see where Minnock is. I think there might be a mountain range fully barring my way there. I might need a skiff, which I certainly don't have the money for anymore because Elo got himself killed. Well, I'm blaming the NPC, right? The player character who I control for getting himself killed when I'm the one who forced him to go toe-to-toe with a monster he was not capable of fighting. So, being kind of a jerk here. And I can own that. I'll admit that. It's on me. Okay. So the only thing I know, I know the situation. I've described it to you. We got a dictatorship. We got these 3 shadow lords that oppose the principles and that are currently, unfightable, it seems to me. Maybe they can be beaten by high-level characters. I suspect it's a thing where you need a special item, a secret word, something. But we'll see as the game goes on. I suspect a huge part of the game here is going to be all about figuring out how to defeat the Shadow Lords. I'm trying to find Minnock, which I know is Minnock, the town of sacrifice. It's nighttime again. How are we for torches, gang? Because I've lost all my money. So, items. Potions that are different colors. Some things. Those are scrolls, I think. And those would be the names of the spells that they cast, perhaps. I've got a pocket watch. I've got 4 heals left. That's nice. And I can probably mix more. I'm guessing... Well, not only... For one thing, I found out that the game actually comes with... Wait, what did I just say for my torches? The game actually comes with... I didn't even get to torches. Equipment. 20 torches. Let's light a torch, gang. The game actually comes with a full spell book. You don't have to figure out the spells for yourself. You don't even have to figure out the spell language, which is great. This looks like Minnock territory to me. Gonna have to fight some orcs. That's good, because I need money. Be great if it wasn't quite so many orcs. Okay. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna let them come to us. So that Toshi, our one ranged fighter, range isn't that good, and that's going to hurt somebody. Never mind. Okay. My thought was to get the ranged fighter landing some hits. Okay. So what we want to avoid here, above all else, is taking too many shots from our foes. Can Julia use her ranged attack? This is probably going to be blocked by those mountains. Well, it missed. Doesn't tell you for sure if it was blocked. Shimino hit. Took 10 damage. Not great. Yeah. Don't want to take too many unanswered hits. But we got to come forward to meet them. I'm going to try one more time. If that misses... Alright, I'm going to assume it's missing because of being blocked. Oh, barely wounded. Come on, gang. Alright. I'm going to bring Toshi up in the hopes that he can do a diagonal attack. And nobody has a movement speed in this game. You can move one square or you can take an action. Fortunately, it's the same rule governing your enemies. I should have mixed more heals, but okay. The Avatar is wounded, but Julia is not in the fight at the moment. Ah! That orc is wounded. You can't get any more wounded than dead. Okay. Julia cast our only money on James the Avatar. I mean, I am the most important member of the team. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly where I need to get Toshi to get him out of the causing friendly fire range. So, you know what? That'll probably do it if that guy to the... Yeah, I think I can attack the guy to the left with Toshi now. You can tell, by the way, that I've got my finger on the pulse of the youth. That I'm streaming Ultima V, Warriors of Destiny, on Twitch to try to attract an audience. Well, attract an audience. It would be cool. Like, you know, Lars showed up yesterday, in addition to one of our... regulars in the form of a person we know in real life here at 58 Dream Street, Chili Champa. And so that was cool. It was cool to meet Lars, and he actually gave me some tips because he's played these games before. So there is an audience, I guess, for this. But the main reason I'm doing this online is because if I document how often I'm playing this game and for how long on the internet, I will hopefully avoid falling into, oh no, I'm hooked on this this game, and I'm playing it far too much. You know, just trying to preemptively shame myself for being a dork who does nothing but play video games all day. Well, we won, which is great. Let's see what's the experience point situation at the end of this fight. Well, nobody leveled up. We won the fight. We didn't get any gold. So here's another thing, kids. You win the fight. There's nothing to get. There's nothing to do. There's just a random battle screen. There's no secrets here. You gotta manually walk away. I don't know the motivation there. Also, oh, I know. I was like, what's going on with this flashing light? That is probably a lighthouse, isn't it? Neat. Okay, we don't want to go into town at night, so we're gonna hole up in camp. Hopefully for the entire night. And yes, Julia can stand watch. She plays an instrument for a little bit. Oh, good work. Okay, I'm thinking what it means that Julia was on watch. Obviously, it's not that it prevents ambushes, but in Ultima 4 at least, during ambushes, your characters all stay asleep, except for one. Only one character wakes up at the start of the fight, and Ultima sleep is more like paralysis in most RPGs. As in, if you're asleep, being hit doesn't wake you up. All that wakes you up is a random check at the start of each battle. Okay, sending Shimino to help Julia. Elo fighting rats on his own. Giant rats. Can't hit that rat from here. Oh my, Julia. I need a better weapon for Julia than this dagger that she's using. Ah! Barely wounded that giant rat. Julia's taking a beating, and I didn't mix any heals. I certainly hope she doesn't get killed because, as we've discovered, it's there it is. Okay, well, what can you do? We just gotta carry on. We might just be down a person for a while here. It was gonna cost 237 gold to revive her. That giant rat's critical. It's probably fleeing. Shimino needs to retreat to a more defensive position. That was my mistake, obviously, was letting Julia get swarmed. In Ultima 4, really, fights were only ever challenging very early in the game, which I guess is where I am right now. But then most of the challenge came like once you get a party together and you've gained a couple levels, almost all of the remaining challenge came only when enemies had sleep spells that targeted the entire team with a single shot. Because, as you can perhaps infer, in those cases, the enemies can put you all to sleep, and you don't just wake up on your own. And so then if they get the whole party to sleep, which happens frustratingly often, then they get to just kill you. They get to wail on you until you roll a random wake-up check. It's not great. Really would have been nice if these ambushers had brought some money. Also, Shimino's taking a beating. Skeleton's heavily wounded, though. We're gonna survive the fight. Oh, come on. Tashi just beans ELO in the face with his rock. Skeleton's trying to flee. Can you hit this one? No. Tashi got butterfingers. Ah, he's level 1. Give him a break. Give the kid a break. Nailed Shimino. We're taking damage here. Alright, Tashi, you're... Take a... Oh, thank goodness. Victory. A fairly Pyrrhic victory, because unless those rats and that skeleton had just a ton of gold. Got a longsword. No, a club. But it's not nothing. A leather helmet. That could be good. 6 gold. 1 key. 2 torches. 1 food. Alright. It's not a bad haul. It's not a haul that gets us on the path to bringing Julia back to life. Alright. The Avatar will cast An Nox. So in the magic language of Ultima, that means anti-poison or negate poison. That's what we've done. What's this? Okay, how many mixtures of mani do I have? 3. Okay, I've still got some mani. So that's good, I guess. Let's go into Minok. See what the situation is. An air of hatred doth surround thee. That means that the Shadow Lord of Hatred is here in Minok, the town of sacrifice. So I'm not going in, because I don't want to be murdered. Just yet. Blackthorn's Law of Sacrifice. Give it to me. Thou shalt donate half thy income to charity, or thou shalt have no income. Okay, Bernie Sanders. By the way, that's a 100% silly joke. And not actually my political commentary. Can I go to the lighthouse? To the lighthouse. One of my favorite Virginia Woolf novels. I don't like most of Virginia. I like Orlando. I like To the Lighthouse. I remember liking Mrs. Dalloway. So 3. I mean, geez. Probably most writers. Don't even get that. Alright. Well, we're just going up. What's up, dude? See a fine and hardened woman. Okay, so off screen here, I'm keeping a spreadsheet of where people are and what they say, because a lot of this game is, at least a lot of Ultima 4 is NPCs in one town saying, hey, you gotta go find this NPC in another town, because if you ask him about this, he'll tell you where this important item is. And that got really frustrating towards the end when I was like, I know that I've talked to like 4 NPCs about the skull. I don't know which ones. I don't know where they are. I don't want to slowly travel around to all these places. So what's your name, ma'am? My name is Emily with 2 L's. We got some, I don't know if that's a typo or George R. Martin style. Take a real sounding name and make it sound a little fake. What's your job? I tend the light with my husband, Windmeyer. Okay. Tell me about your husband. He was a fine sailor. Was? That was before the accident. Accident? As you see, we use a text parser in this game to talk. His best shipmate died in a storm whilst trying to reach this port. Oof. Since that day, Windmeyer has dedicated his life to protecting these shipping lanes. Lanes. He arranged for the construction of this lighthouse, as well as the breakwater around the pier area. What's breakwater, ma'am? I cannot help you with that. What about the pier? Cannot help you. Well, your husband sounds like a good guy. And I'm sorry to hear about his accident. And his sad stuff. But, life goes on. Is Windmeyer here? Can he tell me anything? He's in bed in the middle of the day. Am I bothering him if I talk to him? Probably. No, he's asleep. I don't wake him. It's all good. Well, can I look at what's on the table here? That I see a table of food. I can. It's just not interesting. Alright. Minok has a lighthouse now. Noted. Is Shadow Lord of Hatred still here? Yep. Are we foolish enough to just try to go in and hope we can steer clear of the Shadow Lord? That's what we're going to try to do. This guard, guards in Ultima 4 were just boring. Like, You'd meet them and they'd be like, I am a guard. And then you'd be like, well, what's your job? Like, guard. Chili Choppa. I spoke about this earlier, but I've solved. I figured out. I did the responsible thing, and I read all of the actual like package materials that came with the game, and so it turns out what they did with classes in this game is they flattened them into 3. So from 8 classes in Ultima IV, we've gone down to 3 classes, which are Fighter, Bard, Mage, and those are like umbrellas under which Julia. She's still a tinker, a dead tinker at this moment. And going to the healer, to be told that I cannot afford to resurrect Julia, almost certainly. Begone, vermin. Oh, the Shadow Lord of Hatred is here. So even in the... Okay, so... Would you... Yeah, I'll be gone if you get out of the way. Alright. So... There's the Shadow Lord. I'm leaving, sir. The townspeople all hate me. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. So the Shadow Lords affect the townspeople in addition to hanging around and killing you. In fact, they killed Elo! Oh my god! This is bad. This is well, you know what? If we all get killed, we all get resurrected. My strategy right now is praying for a party wipe because I'm out of money. Elo is a bard. Like, he's a shoot bard. He's not just under the bard umbrella. He's true bard. 2 of 3 bards are dead. 1 bard, qua bard. I believe that Toshi, the one who's alive, is also specifically a bard. Julia's a tinker. So what it is now is with the 3 classes is fighters encompass fighters and shepherdesses, and I think that's all. And what do? Yeah. Well, like I said, if we all get killed, they'll bring us back and get the band back together. So, yeah. Fighters have no magic and are good at fighting. Bards is just anyone in the middle. Some magic, some fighting. And then mage is everyone who does more than that. Well, the last time that I camped up and set a watch, I set Julia as the watch. We got attacked. It turned out setting a watch just means everybody wakes up when the fight starts. And then I was not very tactical because the fights were much, even with the avatar, will nobly stand guard. The fights were much more, they were easier to win. So here's the thing that happens. Oh-ho! So I've discovered that if you sleep for the entire night, sometimes this kindly apparition shows up, and I believe this is Lord British. And this is the only way to level up. So Shimino had obviously got over 200 experience. So now he's stronger. That's good stuff. Thou showest well the wisdom of an avatar, but not yet hast thou achieved the potential. Great. Stay on the path. Soul flourish. He vanishes. Lord British, while you're here helping us, I think it's Lord British. I'm assuming it's Lord British. It could be Hawkwind the Seer. But while you're here, you couldn't just bring these 2 back to life with your ghost magic? Because they are dead. And it is a problem here. Alright. Insects aren't going to cause us too much trouble. Let me just say that and tempt fate. One thing that I did find out, because the game originally turns out to have come with a fancy cloth map of Britannia. So I know where that eastern desert where I need to speak to a demon about defeating one of the Shadow Lords. I know where that is. So that's useful knowledge to a degree. Not to an infinite degree. Because I know where it is, but I'm pretty confident at this moment that if I tried to get there, I'd be killed by something. Tough thing is with the much lower random encounter rate, which I generally like, far fewer opportunities to make some money. And maybe there are money-making opportunities outside of battle. I'm going back to Minok right now in the hope that the Shadow Lord only spends a day at a time there. Giant squid out there in the sea wants to kill me. I also found out in Ultima 4 you can only get a ship. Chili Champa. You can only get a ship by standing by the shore until pirates come and try to kill you, killing the pirates and taking their ship. Now, the land of Britannia has shipwrights. You can buy a ship, but I've forgotten to ask them how much it costs. Almost certainly more than 25 gold. Sign of an armory. Probably better armor would be... Oh, here's a shipwright. Makes sense. Minok has a port and a lighthouse. Hello, sir. Welcome to the Crow's Nest. Can I interest thee in our fine ships? They're probably, like, there's almost certainly still pirates. Like, I bet we'll be fighting some pirates in this game, and maybe we can steal their ships. But it's not the only way, which is great, because as fun as it sounds to kill pirates, standing on the shore, pressing the pass key again and again and again and again and again, hoping that pirates spawn. Super tedious. Okay, small light skiffs. What do they cost? Oh, great. Oh, great. 255 gold. I had that before I had to resurrect someone, only for them to... I think I resurrected Elo. Got him killed again. Got Julia killed. Well, no, sir. Do I look like... Oh, well, says Captain Blythe. Yeah. Oh, well, indeed. Hey, beggar. Last time I was here, you literally killed my friend. Can I spare a few gold crowns? Only because I'm the Avatar. Bless thee. What is thy name? James. Thou shalt find me a worthy investment. Later I shall prove it unto thee. Okay. 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 I'm gonna make a note of this in my spreadsheet. I didn't even catch that beggar's name, but beggar says he'll be helpful one day. I also, in reading the manual, I found out that sometimes your keys can break if your dex isn't high enough. So what's Shimino's new dex? Ah, it was 22 before he leveled up, and it's 22 after. That's probably not going to do it. Give half thy gold to charity? Yeah, fine, buddy. Since I'm friggin' broke anyway. Man. Things are not going great for the good guys here. I hope these serpents have some gold. Come on, Tashi. Fighting snakes, buddy. Ah, he's not close enough. Head to pass. Okay. Boom! One shot at the python. Oh, but it poisoned me. As it died. I smashed it so hard I got venom on me. Tashi sucks, by the way. Did you see that shot? My nephew Charlie again. There we go. Got a kill. Victory. Of course, we have 2 poisoned characters now. So, on balance, given that we made no money, none mixed. Okay, well, let's mix. For what spell? And Nox. Using ginseng and garlic. The last of my ginseng and garlic. Mix 2. Ye gads. It turns out it was a terrible idea to resurrect Elo the first time he died. Because I had 250 gold. Could have bought a skiff. You know what? Why not fight this friggin'... Come on, come get me. I'm poisoned immediately. And if these things can attack at range, they might not even come to the shore. Yeah, I'm just gonna get killed. I need to run. I'm dead. Okay. Okay. We're doing what we can. Well, no. We're doing far less than what we can. I've made some very poor choices today. Yeah, we're holding up all night. Oh, there's no point in holding up. We're not wounded. Oh, can't cancel. Can I cancel? Yes, I can. Okay, spacebar will cancel. Just ignite a torch. We've got plenty of torches at least. Running out of reagents, out of mixtures, out of money, out of people on the team who aren't dead. But you know what? I guess if we get wiped, we all come back. And then I can try harder next time. And in the meantime, maybe Toshi can gain some experience points. Probably not. Oh! Lightly wounded the giant spider. While Shimino should... Oh! My boy! Toshi gets a kill, and these spiders were packing. 15 gold. That's a reasonably wealthy spider. 4 gold. Well, it was a poor choice. This all started going wrong for me because I saw a sea serpent. And I thought, sea serpents weren't so tough in Ultima 4 because nothing was that tough unless it could put you to sleep and then hit you 1,000 times while you're unconscious. So I challenged the sea serpent and got it killed Elo. Then I paid to resurrect Elo when I should have probably done what I'm doing now, which is play it out hard, get everybody killed, and hope that we all get resurrected for free. Or even for half my gold. Like even now, 15 gold, that's way better than... a freaking 237 gold to resurrect one person. Food, torches, ring of keys, sack of gold, a helm. Okay. Not doing great for food because we're not doing great for anything, but we have the money to buy food at least if we can survive back to a town. Need to ignite another torch. Okay, one serpent. Here's another fight we can win. Maybe Toshi will level up. Shimino's poisoned. It's not good. Was I all out of... Got no and Nox. I can mix one with the reagents I have left. Yikes. I hope I haven't doomed myself. Like, forever. Like, created a death spiral. Wait. There. Ginseng and garlic. I will mix one. I only have enough for one. And Shimino, physician, heal thyself. His MP are too low. Damn it, Shimino. Alright. Oh, yeah, because Shimino... Rangers are fighters, not... Yeah, I already went through this, going, oh, wait, hold on. None mixed. Shimino consumed the mixture. Oh. Alright. We're going to get very quickly to a point where young level 1 Bard Toshi is on his own. Yeah, just terrible choices. I was definitely underpowered for that sea serpent, but also all I had to do to not fight the sea serpent was not walk to the shore and fight the sea serpent. Well, we won. How's Toshi? Ah, he's not even at level 2. Maybe I can get him to level 2 before we're all killed. Not likely. At best, Shimino has the number of steps that he has hit points. It's kind of funny. I never thought when I suddenly had to start teaching university online last March with, no experience or training or really much institutional support. And at the time having no relevant technology. Ooh, like my earliest lecture videos were recorded just by pointing my laptop at myself and hitting record. Like, laptop mic, terrible lighting, and Toshi's poisoned. Alright, we're getting party wiped. That's okay. Okay. Darkness engulfs me. Refuge, no evil. My slumber is disturbed. That's all good, though. What's gonna happen? Gargoyles appear. There's Lord British. He resurrects us all. Did Shimino lose a level? Or is he just not at full health? He lost a level. Is that the penalty for... The penalty for dying in this game is losing experience. Okay. Instead of gold. That's okay. Well, no, I got off track here. So my early lectures, yeah, were real low tech. And just overall crummy, quite frankly. And then over the course of the year, like especially when the fall semester came and I got the big class, I'm teaching 370, 380 students at the first year level and 60 in the fall. For the third year course, I was gradually stepping my game up, and also this whole time I'm playing Gloomhaven with my buddies online, and the experience wound up training me to be a streamer, because particularly I did virtual office hours, and so the way those ran is I just set up we don't use Zoom, but Collaborate, it's educational Zoom, and then I just sit there and people show up, and very few of them were ever willing to turn their microphones or cameras on and like say things. Some of them, like, maybe 20 of them did over the course of the year. Most of them would just sit in the chat. So I'd be there, and this combined trying to stay on one task, especially when I'm like a student showing me their work and I'm giving them advice on the work, but then people are saying things in the chat, trying to respond to those, and really just the general stand alone in a room and just keep speaking. It's challenging, and I learned how to do it. So now I can, for example, stand here playing I'm really enjoying this, so don't take this as a criticism. Ultima V, personifying the game. Don't take this as a criticism, Ultima V, but you're not the fastest paced game I've ever played. Nonetheless, I can keep on saying things. Big shout out, I guess, to Sarah Richardson, who taught me to sing, but the purpose of me learning to sing, besides the fact that I like singing, well, the performance stuff helps. And like I'm saying, yeah, Sarah taught me to sing a few years ago, and that really feeds in talking for a long time. You also need to be projecting and, resonating in the top of your mouth as you go. You can't just... Okay, this python hasn't poisoned any of us yet. There. We got out of the fight without being poisoned. So it's good, because the next thing that I'm going to do under the Jameson with Games aegis umbrella. What do you think of that, by the way? It was originally a joke where I said I'm going to call the show this to the other guys just to be like, look, James is a stupid idea, and then it just wormed its way into my brain, and I couldn't think of another title. And so, it would have been like a Washington football team, just untitled James Ross stream show. So I was like, all right, fine. It's James with Games. A Moongate! I'm not going in a Moongate yet. Sorry, Moongate. I don't want to be teleported to just some random place just yet. Trolls. We're sneaking. We snuck across. Trolls evaded. You can never... If there's trolls in Ultima IV, you just gotta fight them. It's getting a little more sophisticated as the series develops. Torch is out. Did I even ignite a torch? Or was this just natural nightfall? At any rate, well, this day has gone much better for the team. Would have been nice if oh, okay, good. A fight. There's no darkness in a fight. Doesn't make any sense, but I'm grateful for it. Fall back a little so that when the orcs advance, Julia can get in on the action with a diagonal strike. Ah. Or maybe the orcs just won't advance. And I can't hit them through the mountains. Alright, fine. We're coming to you, chumps. At least orcs don't do poison. I found out there's friendly fire. Yeah, it's a terrible... Like, it's not a great... Like, it's kind of cringy. But, you know... I don't know. It's good. It wormed its way into my brain, so fine. You know? I'm stuck with it now. You can never rebrand in this world. So... Yeah, for better and worse. So the next thing I'm going to do under that aegis, and which I'm actually starting this week, is I'm going to call it the 30-minute retro review Switch Online challenge or something like that. Probably more concise than that. But the gimmick is I'm going to play games on Switch Online, and I'm going to start this week because there's actually new releases coming out. If you know what they are, don't tell me. I want to be surprised. Part of the content. And just because I actually do enjoy the surprise when there's something new to play and you go up and it flips and then you go, really? Some freaking Jalico game? And I understand that the good companies aren't going to let Nintendo just give their good games away for free when they can sell them to us again. Julia can't even get into the fight because we're so cramped in here. But what are you going to do? Keep on killing our way through. Nah, you don't have a Switch. Wow, I never would have predicted that. So, anyway, I'm gonna basically the gimmick is I'm gonna actually there's gonna be a timer where right now you see the game box, and I will play. When it's not a new game, what I'm gonna do is start from the bottom left and just go through the games in the order that they're presented. And the gimmick is I'll play each game for at least a half hour. And some of these games are pretty crummy. Like they've gone through most of the, real Nintendo classics. Not all of them. There are still some hey, can we have Earthbound, Nintendo? Of course you can't. Nintendo's whole thing is mocking us about how we want Earthbound and then refusing to give it to us. But I mean, they mostly do that with Mother 3, of course. So I want to review these games. Say something about them for a half hour, even when it's like Clue Land and the gameplay is extremely shallow. And so I'll do it mechanically through the ones that are already there. But for the ones that are coming out, that'll be perhaps the most timely and entertaining. Hopefully both, produce some interesting content in, what to the degree that watching someone play games, and I guess it must be somewhat interesting because this Twitch platform exists. But also, maybe people have limited time. So even if with your Switch Online account these games are free, does that mean you definitely want to play it? Maybe not. So maybe some dude describing them and then later putting those things on YouTube so you can watch them at your leisure at any time will actually provide a service of some value to people. We'll see. So I'm looking forward to that. I quite enjoy streaming now that I've started doing it. I quite enjoyed the virtual office hours. There's not a lot I'm going to miss about online learning, but those were fun experiences. Now that said, I probably will just go back to enjoying actual office hours much more than virtual office hours because you get to see actual people in person. I realize, Chili Champa, that this is, to you, that does not sound appealing. Just any one of 400 or 500 young engineering students can just come in and talk to me about whatever they want to at any time while I'm in office hours. I quite enjoy that experience. You know, the youth, or the kids, are the part of the job that really. There's a lot of things I like about my job, but watering the seeds is definitely the best part. Yeah, we're setting a watch. The avatar is all messed up. All right, Shimino, look at him go. If I was keeping an all-night watch, I would probably just sit on those rocks. All right, we made it through the night. Oh, Shimino must be friggin' exhausted. In armor, he just like actually physically walked around his sleeping friends all night. Good guy. I've lost track of where I am, where I'm meant to be going. Oh, I wanted to go back to Minok in my current state of not being dead. Getting low on food, but we got money now. So if I get to Minok, I can buy some food. Found my way through these mountains. There's just a tiny little spaces where you can get through. At least in the day-night cycle is viciously quick, particularly because the nighttime part is not super fun. All it does is, you can't get at me, orcs. Oh, this giant rat can get at me. What system am I playing this on? I'm just on my PC, Koodles. It's the DOSBox emulator. In this case, I'm running this through Good Old Games Galaxy, as they call it. Their little the CD Projekt's platform for PC games. We're in rough shape because we don't have any reagents. So if this friggin' rat poisons one of us, we're just gonna slowly die. But we win. Okay. Yeah, so like this game would have originally come out on various PCs of the 80s. So, you know, your Apple II, probably the Commodore 64. And this is not in any way an enhanced version. Oh my lord. More rats. Alright. Let's actually put Toshi to work here. He's our young boy. Out of sling range. Okay, here they come. Come on, Toshi. Barely wounded. Good work, kid. We're all pretty low level right now. Especially since, as I just discovered, when you get party wiped, everybody loses experience. So I got Shimino up to level 3. Now he's back in the dirt. The rest of us at level 2 chumps. And Toshi at level 1. Ah! Kid, you can't hit the avatar with your sling. You gotta aim better than that. You must have lived in Britannia long enough to know that these people care a lot about the avatar on account of all the virtue that the avatar consistently demonstrates. Yeah, so kudos. I'll catch you up. The story here in Ultima V is that the avatar, that's me, James, was summoned from, I guess, Earth, back to the dimension of Britannia. Julia's poisoned. She's going to die unless I can get her to a healer real fast. It's super problematic that I had that long period of running out of money. Open it first. But what can we do? So the Avatar has been summoned back to Britannia after his last quest there, where he just became the Avatar to provide inspiration to the people. And having been summoned back, he discovers that all is not well in Britannia. Lord British has gone missing. Not good. And blocked. Well, if I open it, can I walk across the treasure? Ha! Julia missed the one I asked her to aim at, but she killed the one that was beyond it. No! Shimino can't stand on the treasure either. Well, just get the treasure. Oh! There's nothing but gold. So now we've cleared the treasure. Yeah, Lord British has gone missing. The noble ruler of Britannia. And he's been replaced by this Lord Blackthorn guy, who I've not met because I don't think he does a lot of... oh god, Elo's poisoned too. He doesn't do a lot of public relations, I don't think, with the people. And he's all about ruthlessly enforcing the virtues. For example, in the town of Minnoch, well, in every town that represents a virtue, there's a sign that proclaims Lord Blackthorn's special law for that virtue. So, for example, Minnoch, the town of sacrifice, has a big sign that says, "Thou shalt give half thy income to charity, or thou shalt have no income." So it's taking the virtues and instead of encouraging people to embody them, ruthlessly enforcing them through a dictatorship. There's a town right now, the town of the town of Justice, where we have two children, or a child and his father, have been locked in the stocks, and they're just there in the stocks because the father didn't give enough to charity, and the child is in the stocks for not reporting his own father. So it's a grim situation. And you see, if you look at the box art there, we have the three Shadow Lords. So they seem to be sort of the viziers, if you will, to Lord Blackthorn. And they represent the antonyms of the virtues. So, or the antonyms of the principles. So the principles of virtue are love, truth, courage. Let's see if we can sleep through the night. Shimino's in good shape, so he's going to stand watch. Does the poison... The poison doesn't take any effect. Do we get to heal? Do poison people heal through the night? An apparition. Will Lord British just cure the poison? Yes! Oh, yes. Okay. There you go, Chili Champa. Yeah, Chili Champa was a big skeptic that I should help the child in the stocks. And I thought, it's the Avatar. I probably should do the right thing here. But the problem is the stocks, I'm not skilled enough. I'm not dexterous enough yet. I just got cured of all my poison. And I'm marching into battle with pythons. Okay, we're not poisoned yet. Of course, you can die by killing a python. Not close enough. Elo's poisoned. Well, we know a trick now. When it's nighttime, if Elo makes it through the night, then we can count on the ghost of Lord British to come save us. Oh, the Avatar is poisoned. Oh, great. Damn it, Tashi. Tashi is level 1. He can't aim. And there's friendly fire now. Yeah, sorry. I was talking about the principles. The principles are love, truth, and courage. And so the Shadow Lords are the Shadow Lords of hate, falsehood, and cowardice. And they're just kind of milling about. Sometimes they're in a city and they make the people there bad. So like, I went to a town where the Shadow Lord of Hatred was hanging out. And all the people just... Like, one of the people, a beggar, came up and killed Elo. It's like, dude, you're killing me here. Literally. Ugh. Okay. If I can make it to Minnoch, they have a healer. Or if the sun sets, I can camp again. So I have two options to maybe not slowly die. But I'm out of reagents, and I'm out of mixtures of the cure spell. I can buy reagents. I've got a bunch of money now. it's just it's tough. I made some poor choices at the start of today's session. And now the whole unit is hurting. Boom. Victory! So my theory is that probably the heart of the game is figuring out the secret of how to beat these Shadow Lords. Will I find said... Oh god, I'm down to 18 food too. Alright, I need to look at a gem. Okay, I'm there. Now I need to look at the actual world map because I gotta get my bearings. I've got to make it to Minok. Am I closer to Minok? Okay. Pardon me while I look at a map, compare it to this little screen. Alright, I see where I am. Well, I don't love my chances of not dying. Am I closer to... I think I'm closer to Minok. Alright, we're going to try it. Of course, with every step costing us a hit point. We're really counting on that sun to set. I'll try to... yeah, when ELO's down to not one hit point, but when he's real close, what am I doing? Okay, do not send Julia forth. Do not send Shimino. Only the poison people are going forth to fight these pythons. Although, come to think of it, that will reduce the amount of time if they take hits. Oh, there. ELO's dead. Problem solved. Okay. I gotta look into ELO's armor situation. Oh, well, actually, he was pretty low on hit points. Oh my. Nice shot, Tashi. To be fair to Tashi, he's not like a plot character even. He's not one of the official companions of the Avatar. He's just an enthusiastic young man who wants to help. He's not completely useless. He's gotten some hits in, but not going well. Okay, 24 steps. That's not going to get me to Minok. But the sun's a setting. Gotta fight some orcs, probably. Okay, I've got to fight these orcs. Because I gotta try to camp in the afternoon and just hope it works. I feel like this game, given that it has time cycles and it's an 80s RPG, probably isn't gonna let me just spam camping, but it'd be great if it did. You know what? The Avatar shouldn't be marching towards these orcs, so I'll be killed. Farewell, Chili Champa. Hopefully by next time, things will be going a bit better for the forces of virtue here. Well, we're going to make some money, hopefully, or get something. You never know what's going to be in treasure chests in this game. In Ultima IV, treasure chests only contain gold. So it's not exciting, but at least you know, right? If you want money, just go kill some monsters and get the gold from them. Landing hits. Alright. Well, the Avatar is going to survive. We're all going to survive the fight. Because poison, fortunately, yeah. When you're not fighting and you're poisoned, every step drains more of your life. But if you're fighting, your body just forgets that it's poisoned. Whatever. I'll accept the irrealism there. get this, Koodles, if you're still there, which I'm going to assume you are. I should probably just have like a Twitch window open where I can see who's in the chat. But, yeah, so I've won the battle. Not only do I not just automatically loot, but you have to manually open the treasure chest. Then it makes a pile of treasure, and you need to pick up each treasure individually while still in initiative order. Well, we're getting stuff. Getting money. Getting keys. Some food. Good. Of course. Now this is good. If the avatar dies, I'm not even going to have enough money to revive him. Kind of having him alive is the heart of the game. It's the main character. Okay. Will the game allow me to camp in the friggin' afternoon? Hold up and camp. Alright, 9 hours. Come on, Lord British. Julia will stand watch. Look at her go. Strums her lute a little. Just waves her sword around and dances around. Of course, we wake up in the middle of the night. No effect. Ah, okay. So if you spam camping, you just don't heal. That's terrible news. For the avatar, who's about to die. Wait, okay. What's the state? Do I have... I have 1 garlic but no ginseng. You need garlic and ginseng to make a cure. So, my thought here is I'm going to spam camping once more. And hope that because time passed, it will have an effect. Or that Lord British will just show up. Come on, Lord British. Party rested, but when you're poisoned, you don't heal. Lord British didn't come to the rescue. I'm not going to make it to Minoc. Dead. Alright. Well, that is what it is. Nothing to do now but just keep messing around and exploring. Until I save up a ton of money. Again. But if I spend all that money getting the avatar, I need to get party wiped again because there's no gold penalty for dying. I'm just super curious. I'm going to pop my Twitch window open here. Put myself on mute so I'm not stuck in a horrifying loop. Who's watching? 1 viewer. That's me. Alright. Well, thanks for popping by, Koodles. Nothing to do but fight here. What else are we gonna do? Ultimately, it's gonna be more efficient to get party wiped again, even though we lose experience, than it is to actually try to fight this out. Shimino's about to go down. But he's hanging on. 2 health, 2 hit points. Killed one. It's probably not going to save me, but if it's edifying. Julia's out of throwing daggers. Yikes. Okay, Julia, ready a weapon. What are we at? A club. Get a club. Get a club. Main gouge. Maybe the main gouge will be better. I don't think that spears or throwing axes don't seem promising. Okay, equipped. Okay. Now, if we pull this off, we're legends. Doesn't seem super likely. No, this is the end, my friend. Can't even attack with the sling from short range. Battle's lost. We're dead. That's okay. It's not great. It's an experience setback, but we're all going to get resurrected. We don't lose any money. We've got money. We can buy reagents. We can buy food. We can get back on our feet. Take what you can get. Oh, Julia went down a level. Yikes. To what degree? 86 experience. Well, we can get her back in time. Gotta start playing smarter. Which means no more exploring until I've re-upped on reagents. So I remember where an apothecary is to begin with. And I get some reagents. I don't think there's going to be an apothecary here. No, it's just a provisioner. I need provisions too, so... Yes, you can help me. Fine wines, cheese. Ah, his name is James too. Okay, so this is not a provisioner, this is a tavern. It says provisioner, but he won't sell me rations. Hey, kitties, no hissing. No hissing. Cats are fighting. They love each other most of the time. Well, I should say they love each other some of the time, tolerate each other most of the time, and then just really get into it some of the time. They're sisters. That's how it goes. Come on. Cowardice. Nope. Gotta get out of here. Shadow Lord. Yikes. Okay. I think Trinsic had an apothecary when I was there. Guess these are things I should be taking notes on. But yeah, because paladins come from Trinsic. Just pause. Pause is not going to... Pause as a provisioner, though. And I need food. Down to 18 food. Okay, these are just merchants. This jerk shopkeeper doesn't come to the table. Yes, I would like rations. Okay, 29 gold pieces. I'm going to get 2 sets, sir. Put me up to 68 food, which in Ultima IV is nothing. You'd be starving to death in an instant. But the economy has been rebalanced in this game in a positive way. I think this is an inn. Yeah. We don't need an inn right now, thank you. This is a guild shop? Okay, what do I have guild gear-wise? Items, spells, reagents, equipment. Lots of keys, lots of torches, not many gems. So what are gems going to cost me? I shouldn't spend too much money on gems. Because I need you know what? I shouldn't spend any. I need reagents. Reagents are the priority. And I'm going to say that I think Trinsic was the place. If not Trinsic, maybe I can go up to you. Can we get past the trolls? Troll demands a toll. Dost thou pay? No. We're going to fight it out. I certainly hope the trolls are similarly, weak to what they were in Ultima IV. Because if trolls are suddenly a really powerful enemy and I get killed here, it's going to be sad. Troll barely wounded, but he's getting wounded. Dead troll. Alright. And the avatar picked up the kill. But I gotta get Julia in there to get some kills because she's leveled down. Land a hit, Shimino. Or not. Can I? Ah! I can hit from there. Okay. With good aim, you can shoot around one of these chumps. Alright. Let Julia get in there. Yeah, you know, ELO's taking some hits, but it's not terrible. No. Okay. Yeah, okay, good. That's good. Ah. Julia didn't land the hit. There's another kill. Yikes. Oh, no, she's not that hurt because her max HP is now down to 30. Although, ultimately, it doesn't matter what the percentage of your HP that you're at. When you have 0 HP, you're dead. I'm going to hope for the best here. Taking a risk. It's always a risk trying to farm to make sure the people who you want to get the experience points are the ones getting it. Because you're taking hits while letting a monster that you could probably kill live on. Okay, if Julia takes one more hit, I need to abandon this plan. Heavily wounded. Critical. That's as dead as a troll can get before it's dead. And she missed. But it hasn't hit her either. It's fleeing. She grazed it. And now she's getting killed. Alright, take the shot, Toshi. No. Whew! Well, that was close. That was foolish time to be taking risks. Chili Champa was still here. She would have been pointing out how ridiculous it was of me to be taking a risk there. Got a crossbow. Got a throwing axe. Amulets. Getting all kinds of stuff here. Getting some gold. Precious gold. Some food. There. Got it all. And we cross the bridge. There. You pay the toll, trolls. And on we go. Heading down. Another bridge to sneak across. And we evaded them. That's more like it. We've arrived at Trinsic. The sun hasn't set just yet. So there's a healer. I shalt use thy services. Yes. I need healing for Julia. 40 gold. Wilt thou pay? 40 gold. Nay. Nay. I'm sorry, lady, but that's just a lot of money. That's the armorer. That's a stable. I would have sworn there was an apothecary in this town. There's clearly not. Well, demands a tribute 50 gold. Ugh, but I don't want him to kill Julia. Man, living in a dictatorship is hard. That's probably a point the game is trying to make. No trolls on that bridge. Okay, night's fallen. Let's go off the beaten path here. And let's hole up, camp, in the interest of healing Julia. The Avatar himself will stand watch. Like a true hero. Where did I... Oh, Lord British showed up. We're getting healed to full. Boom. Thank you, sir. Now that's what I call a friendly ghost. Healing the whole squad. Sun's rising. Okay, we're gonna go back to you. We got a ton of keys. We're gonna try 1 or 2 times. Try to free one of those poor people in the stocks in you when we get there. Trolls. 33 gold piece toll. Nay! 1 troll, son. You didn't think this through. Okay. Now that I know that you can shoot around sometimes. Yes! Okay. You can shoot from the back. It's just if your person taking the shot is incompetent, they might hit you. It's not a guaranteed hit if you try to shoot through somebody. Extremely useful knowledge. Killed the troll. And we're on our way. Okay. Heading north here. Wait, gotta cross these mountains, or hills, in between the mountains. And then, you know what? Another thing in the manual is the entire translation to the runic alphabet. So I would like to find out what this thing means. It's in the book of lore. Okay. Where though? The language is language. Okay. I know the B is a B. The M is an E. Be. What's that weird? What's the weird one? It's a W? Okay, wait. That's not a B though, is it? Yes, it is. Okay. I don't know. I don't have the patience at this moment. Oh, okay. Wait. What about maybe that word? I can figure out the second word. I need. It's nice of them to give me all the letters here, but they're not arranged. Okay. It starts with a TH. The M is an E. The ST. That's our dude who looks like a... Looks like what? Okay. Like a thing with a... E-E. S-T-E-E. And what's the K looking rune mean? Scintillating content right now. P. Steep. I don't know what I mean. It's too hot. I'm standing because my cat was in my chair. Whoops. I need to go back to the DOSBox window. Keep moving. Forget it. Something about steep somethings. And that's great. Whatever. And you. The forest town of justice. An air of hatred doth surround thee. I can't go in. If I go in with the air of hatred, the townsfolk will just kill me. So I'm going to head to Empath Abbey. Do they have an apothecary? I don't know. But if they did, be delightful. I don't think they do. Bedrooms. Sign of a healer. All respect to the healers, but I want to be able to heal myself with magic. Pretty young girl. She's Corey. Yeah, I've met you already, Corey. Bye. Now, probably hatred still there. Yes, I doth wish to leave. I do not want the townsfolk, infected by the hatred of the Shadow Lord, to just wail on me all night. Okay, holding up. Try to sleep the night away. Yeah, I'll stand watch. Doesn't matter who watches, really. Because we're all at full health. Apparition comes. And he's restoring us all to full health, but we were at full health. Thank you, Lord British. Nobody's leveled up yet because we're a mess as a team. Nowhere's close. Nowhere's close. Yeah, we got... Okay, Julia is almost back to level 2. And, I mean, we're all in good health. We got food. What can we complain about here? Entering cowardice. Yes, I dost wish to leave. Until the sun comes up, at least. Should I just take a Moongate? Throw caution to the wind? I don't have the guts yet. Well, we can fight orcs. When in doubt, kill some orcs, make some more money, hopefully, get some experience points. Alright. We're in it now. Julia's just gonna take on this one orc. Barely wounded. Heavily wounded. And grazed. I was hoping Toshi could get a kill. It's hard to level up your weak characters because they've got to get the kills. Boom! There's a kill. Good work. ELO. Lightly wounded. I'm hit. Only for 10 damage. Julia hasn't been hit, which is probably the more important thing. She got a critical on that orc. Or the orc is in critical condition. I've never been quite able to suss out whether its reports on your attacks are telling you this particular attack caused a heavy wound. Like this was a big damage attack. Or if it's saying, now that you've done this damage, the thing is heavily wounded. I don't know. Alright, Julia got a kill. That's a positive sign for her getting back to... Oh! Messed up and hit Elo. And then a troll hit Elo. I mean an orc. Okay. We won. That's good. Now, I have no patience for grinding, but aimless wandering that winds up functioning as grinding is a little more bearable, because you never know what you're going to find in an old RPG where anything could be anywhere, in an open world RPG. We're not on rails here. We're up to 193 gold. That's good. Because first big purchase I got to make is a ship. I don't have any reagents. And James is wounded. But there's a healer in you, I think. If I can go in there. Come in. Well, okay. Got to avoid the Shadow Lord. I need to look at a gem in the hopes that I can find the healer quickly. This doesn't tell me what the healer is, though. It just tells me there's a bunch of buildings in you. I need to go out and I need to camp and hope that Lord British comes again. What a tangled web we weave when we foolishly run out of reagents very early in the game. Praying for that apparition. No effect at all. Okay. 24 steps. Can we find a healer in here? Or does the friggin' avatar die? What other... Do we have anything? Anything at all? We have potions. We have many spells. Okay. There's the answer. I've got 3 heals left, which I will use to keep the avatar alive while I try to find... a healer in this town. We're wanted in this town. That's the armory. Provisioner. There's the friggin' Shadow Lord. Cast. James. Manny on James. Yikes. This is not looking good for the home team. Apothecary. This isn't the apothecary, is it? Maybe it is. Alright, my last heal. It said success, but I didn't heal. If this is not the apothecary, the avatar will die. Yes, show me thy reagents. I want ginseng. 23 gold pieces for 8. Yeah, that's great. Give it to me. Garlic. 23 gold for 8. Give it to me. My interest is to leave. Mix for Ann Knox using ginseng and garlic. Mix. Let's do 4. Okay. Cast. James. Ann Knox. James. Hooray. I live to fight another day. I need to mix up some more monies too while I'm here. So let me look at the spell book. The spell book is all fancy. It's not just a chart. Well, you know what? Circles. Okay. Anox, negate, in-lore, money, life. The simplest healing spell. Doesn't cure, but it makes them feel better. Doesn't matter danger. Useful. Spider silk and ginseng. Do I already have... I think I do have some spider silk. Oops. Gotta come back to the game. Alright. Running out of time here because my cats need to be fed on a schedule. A specific schedule. Okay. Yep. Got some ginseng and some spider silk. So, I'm going to mix some money. I'm going to make 3. And then I got to use 1 immediately because I need to heal the avatar. Let's have Iolo cast the spell. That was pitiful, Iolo. I regret trusting you with our big shot there. Okay, I need to buy a few more reagents. You know what? I've got a fair bit of money here. I need more ginseng. Yes. I need more garlic. Yes. Oh, it's spider silk. 2 strands cost 11 GP. Fine. I'm leaving. The Shadow Lord of Cowardice, maybe it like makes people greedy because I feel like her prices seem really steep. And yet, what am I going to do here? Not buy the things that I vitally need to survive? Okay. Gotta protect the avatar if we get any fights while doing what? I still want to go to Minok and actually talk to the folks in Minok. Snakes. Had to be snakes. Julia, ready a bow. Do we have bows? Got a bow and 15 arrows. And a crossbow and 15 quarrels, but I think both hands must be free. Ah, right. Just gotta put down my weapon. Do I have a shield too? Yeah. Take up the bow, Julia. Do I need to equip arrows? I probably don't. I'm going to assume I don't. Okay. Okay. How far can we aim with the bow? Further than a sling, go figure. Python critical. Alright. So this is the dream. To kill these pythons from range. The avatar is poisoned. Okay. It's only one poisoning, and we can deal with it, because we just bought a bunch of reagents. So it is what it is. Although we also don't want the avatar to get hit by that snake, so he's got to start fleeing. I'm gonna use up all my arrows pretty quick here. But get some kills for my level 1s, which is quite helpful actually. We'll be able to camp and actually heal soon. Maybe Lord British will actually show up and heal the poison for us so we don't have to waste spells. We'll give that a shot. Julia. Alright. Heavily wounded. It's finally gonna die. Victory! No treasure at all. Just pride in a job well done, I suppose. Alright. Let's go to sleep, team. Sleep all night. Yeah, we'll set a watch. Yellow stands watch. I can see a seahorse up there. Not interested in finding out how to fight that. Poison people just stay up all night too, it seems. No apparition. Okay. Well. There's no choice but to use and Nox. Twice. I don't think I'm wandering towards anything here. A poison swamp. I could go get poisoned. Let's just flee. We're fleeing, team. Kill this orc, though. What was I thinking? Okay. It's alright. No, we didn't mix up any money. Good God. Can't even take this shot. Because if I miss. Okay. Well. And there were giant rats also out there. Are we going to be ready to do another battle? No. We're not. Did I have money mixed? Did I mix? Yes, I do. Heal thyself, avatar. Okay. We can work with that. Let's fight these rats. 2 rats. I'm going to hope not to be poisoned. arrows very quickly, because I did not have many. Does she have range on that rat? He doesn't. Skip your turn, buddy. Heavily wounded. That's good. Nobody's poisoned. Wait, does he have range now? He does. Shimino's poisoned. Well, that sucks. But you know what? He's at full health. So it could be worse. Okay. Well, I'll cast and Nox, because watching his full health just tick away wouldn't be fun. It would suck. How are we doing for experience as we get very close to wrapping up for the day? Well, nobody's heading towards level 3, but Julia is very close to level 4. She has a bow. What's the arrow situation, team? 2. Alright. So I think Julia needs to switch up her gear again. So unequip the bow, and I'll go back to main gouge and a small shield. Great. Just got a chain coif. That's good. Only leather armor. So I need to buy better armor, obviously, but these things take money, and money does not grow on trees in this game. Which is a shame, because as you can see, I'm surrounded by trees. I'll be making money. Hand over fist. Yeah, just about, sweetheart. 7:15 is supper time for these girls, so we are wrapping up really soon. Maybe these insects have some money. I'm going to send Julia on the front lines against the insects. Yep. These insects are landing hits aplenty on Julia. Egad. Don't want to waste a money just yet. Okay. Julia can handle one set of insects on her own. I choose to believe. She's got 14 health. Ah, they grazed, but she took no damage. Then she took damage. 12 hit points. She missed the swarm. I'll heal her if I have to, but I would love for Lord British to just do that for me when the evening falls. Right at the end here. That would be something to cap off a very highly unsuccessful day of Ultima. Okay, one giant spider. Alright, Julia's staying way back. Killed it. Alright, very good. I should verify for myself before I sleep so that I'm not disappointed that Julia did get at least 1 experience point for killing those flies. She got 2. Excellent. We'll wait for night to fall and we will camp, hopefully, in the vicinity of Britain. Here's Britain. Great. So we're just milling about, wasting daylight. Yes, sweetheart. Very, very soon. Okay. Night is fallen. Just gonna pass some turns. Let some of the night go by. I think that 427, 139. I think we're actually keeping track of days and months and stuff in this game. Just interesting. I hope that never becomes important. Hope it's never like, oh, this, vital. Of course. Lord British didn't show up. We rested. Julia will level up the next time Lord British comes to help us. We got to Minok. We learned that when the Shadow Lord of Hate is in town, people will just kill you. A beggar in Minok said he's going to help us out. We know the ship costs a skiff, not a frigate, but a skiff that can sail in shallow waters and rivers, costs 255 gold, which we were above at one point and close to a second time. We know where to buy reagents. You know, we didn't accomplish anything, but we learned things. And that's part of the game. Figuring out what the hell to do and how the hell to stay alive. So, I'm going to save my game. And that's it, folks. That's it for the stream today. If you tuned in, I hope you had fun. If you're watching this on replay, I hope you got something out of it. And I'll be back playing this whenever I play it. It's not going to be on schedule. Later this week, I'll also be checking out whatever the latest releases on Switch Online are. I know there's some Super Nintendo games coming. I don't know if there's also Nintendo Entertainment System games. But I will fire those up. I will play each of them for at least a half hour. We'll find out about them. You can find out if they're worth your time. And hopefully I'll say something funny or do something cool in the game. Be entertaining. On Thursday, as scheduled, me and Greg will be here playing wrestling video games and recapping wrestling on Friendly Competition with Greg and James. And then Friday night, it will be Friday Night Forgotten Circles with the whole crew playing Gloomhaven with the Forgotten Circles expansion, possibly doing our third attempt at the Shrouded Crypt. That scenario has proven tricky for us so far, but I think with all hands on deck and the experience of losing at it twice, we'll be doing a little bit better. So that's that. Thanks for tuning in. Take care. Peace. Free Britney, bitch.